Hey everyone, this is Yarn. So I have good news. Amtrak has got it's going to get new equipment soon. Those new adventure cars are going to be called Aero Trains. So they'll be replacing the Amfleet 1s, Metroliner cab cars, and these are new LC42s. We will be replacing P42s and ACS 64s on Amtrak corridor trains. These adventure cars, we have seen them many times. The routes that are going to get it: Amtrak Cascades, Amtrak's Hartford line, Palmetto, Carolinian, Northeast Regional, Valley Flyer, Keystone, Pennsylvanian, and other Amtrak Northeast routes. So we get it. That other routes that will be getting Amtrak, the New York State route, will be Ethanol Express, Maple Leaf, Adirondack, and Empire services, which will be getting the new equipment as well. The next equipment, new long-distance locomotives. Amtrak is getting new long-distance locomotives, which will be new ALC-42s, which will be replacing P-40s and P-42 on long-distance routes, allowing for the P-42s and P-42s to be removed at all times. The ALC-42s enter service on the Empire Road on February 8th, 2022. This has been the best thing that Amtrak's done. Also, Amtrak will also have more routes of getting more. Amtrak California is getting hydrogen fuel cell locomotives to replace pulse diesel locomotives and Amtrak cars, which will be replaced. But what's going to happen is the SC-44s, after they're retired, they'll probably be still off the other railroads, but we'll see. After the Amtrak, what will happen to the P-42s after? People think that are going to return to non-Amtrak railroads. Well, they will not be, because P-42s are definitely going to be scrapped or donated to a museum, or kept as spare power as yard switcher locomotive. Amtrak will need to get new MPUs. Well, they got new HHP8 MPUs. They're going to get new, because the reason why they won't turn their P-42s into non-power control units is simply due to having new cab cars in service with Siemens. MPUs serve the same purpose, serve the fact that they hold baggage instead of passengers. But in day and age, the use of a baggage car is fleeting, so that's my thought of that. Since they're gonna have the P-42, the F-40 non-power controllers, will ever be retired once what will happen to the F-40 non-power after they're retired? Well, they'll definitely be scrapped for sure, but and what's gonna happen to the Amtrak ones and Horizon cars? What about the Superliners and the Viewliners? Will Amtrak retire them? Well, probably in 2032, they'll definitely retire the Viewliners and the Superliners. Will definitely be retired in 2022, in 2030. Too. But Amtrak will have to get new cars in order to get new. They'll probably get either new long-distance rail cars or, well, new long-distance rail have not been produced yet, but they'll be getting new long-distance rail cars in the future. Other routes what about another state support route that has not gotten any equipment replacement yet? Well, the another state support route is the Piedmont. The Piedmont is the North Carolina state supported route that runs from Charlotte to Raleigh using E&E locomotives as FPTI, which are super old, and been using 50s and 60s cars, which are very old as well. So, I've talked about them at least a couple times. Those locomotives are expected to be replaced, but those locomotives have been having a great life, but Amtrak will need to get new equipment for the Piedmont. But due to low ridership, the Piedmont will not get new equipment anytime, but they could get new equipment. Probably similar to Amtrak Midwest and Amtrak California train. That means Siemens Chargers and Venture cars. Remember when I talked about what they can get? Well, they will probably, this will be new Siemens Venture cars, and an SC4 stock cab car, and an SC4 Charger locomotive, which will be new. Those Siemens Venture cars are on Amtrak. Let's look at the inside of that. The inside looks very nice, and business class and first class. Business class, it has really nice seats, but the carpets are really so good to me. I really like that they have digital screening. Just like they're similar, in fact, to Brightline's cars, which Brightline has the same cars as any Amtrak route. More routes should probably get those cars, because this is a better idea to get rid of older cars, because those older cars Amtrak Midwest has been replacing the Horizon cars. Over years in 2021, we've seen the Viewliners 2s and the new Acela train sets. Amtrak's getting new Acela train sets to replace the original Acela train which will be new available delivery train. Next gen Acela train sets will be all be. What will happen to the older Acela train sets after they're retired? Well, in my case, they'll probably go to a museum where they'll be safe, because a museum is a perfect place to keep older train equipment, to keep retired train equipment. Amtrak 858 non-record trains are all supplementing. They removed the pantographs off of them. Are all supplementing S40 non-record and Metroliner cab cars. So more routes will definitely get more non-power control units in the future. The next thing, Amtrak's new station that's going to open in Charlotte soon. The next thing, I talked about the Gateway Station but the new Gateway Station will replace the older station that Amtrak has been using over the years, but there will be new. Also, other progress that Amtrak's doing. Amtrak's showing a new ALC 42s, replacing older existing cars, which will be with more cars. Amtrak retiring older locomotives, P42s, P40s, the P32 ACDMs, ACS 64s, Amfleet 1s, Horizon cars, and the original Acela train, and then even the long distance P42s, and even the P42 locomotives that will be replacing over the years. Any more things that will be happening for Amtrak in the future is more stuff and more things that Amtrak will be doing. But none more equipment will expect to be replaced in the future, and Amtrak, I've been talking about over the years that Amtrak will be getting new equipment, so this will be a great idea for Amtrak to do this. So anyway, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video on this train talk, on the special episode of Train Talk, on the future of Amtrak. If you have any thoughts, please leave a comment down below. I'll be back for more videos in the future, and I have more Link Light Rail, Train Talk, more freight reviews on Norfolk Southern CSX, Amtrak, and more on the St. Louis Gold Line. And I also have other videos coming out soon, like ones in Italy and Paris, which are going to be coming out on more trains in the future. Until next time, I'm Ian Hari. I'll see you on the line, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.